Yo, it's your boy, Dreads Congo, the Fit Nerd. Fit Nerd, yo. I am here to do Eleceed. I am not feeling the greatest. My voice is all fucked up. But we're gonna have some fun. This discussion is actually gonna be like 2 parts because the comments themselves will be 2 hours, and then there'll be a PowerPoint, and then there'll be a live reaction. So Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I actually have a lot of free time in my office to do these videos, to do a lot of my office work. But later down the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, nope, I am so busy, bro. Like between work and family, I'm swamped. I'm swamped. So I can't make videos on the weekends. But we're here, Eleceed. So there's a lot of comments from Zaith and Madlibs that I saw earlier. I also saw Angus came out. I just finished my Tower God discussion. I also did a discussion with Northern Blade, my first ever Northern Blade discussion, but I was hanging out with Angus, so there'll be a lot of comments and they might take a long time. So before we go anywhere, I should set a timer because look, listen. You gotta set that timer immediately because, bro, we get carried away. So first comment is from 7 days ago, and oh shit, this is from Eleceed discussion part 8. Wow, this is an old video, but 7 days ago, Zaith came out. First comments from Zaith, 47 minutes and 17 seconds in the video. That's basically where he's attacking me, bro. He's attacking me. Here we go. The reason why Korea hides his power. Oh, this is the question most of you are asking. And I'm going to clarify everything from A to Z. Oh boy, here we go. Here and now. Let's go, Zaith. The reason is simple. Their potential is off the charts. Look, Zaith, that's a biased statement because I get it. The shonen is made in Korea, right? And so immediately off the bat, you're gonna put Korea first. You see what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know if that's the good enough reason. Their potential is off the charts, so they're hiding their power? Zaith, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. This country is on another level. In the world, having even just one top 10 individual is enough for a nation to be considered strong. Korea. Huh? For a nation to be considered strong. Korea is considered weak by others because they don't have at least one top 10 officially ranked in the world ranking. Now imagine how many people in Korea already have a level of top 100 but are not officially ranked. Okay, that right there is also a shitty statement because in the fucking story, we already talked about how important it is to be in the top 100 and how if they even had one person in the top 100 or in the top 50, they wouldn't have so many people fucking with them. So there's a lot of contradiction already just in Zaith's rant and what it actually happened in the story because I don't agree with it. I don't. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to hide your strength when you can have peace if you just flexed it a little bit. Bro, if you just flex, you'd be at peace, right? So I don't buy it. Or worse, how many have the level of top 50 or higher? There's nobody except Nuna, bro. There's nobody except Nuna. Maybe Song Gik. Do you see what I'm saying? So, bro, please. That's actually not true either because the guy Kaden defeated was potentially also in the top 50. You see what I'm saying? So, something's up. And there needs to be a better explanation as to why they're hiding their strength. And it can't just be based off speculation from Zaith. Do you see what I'm saying? It can't be, bro. It just can't be. These forces remain completely hidden from the rest of the world. Again, nah. To other nations, Korea appear to be weak, insignificant, and harmless country, but Why do they hide their power? It's for survival? If a supposedly weak country reveals monstrous potential, it will immediately alarm the major powers. As a result, alliance will form to crush them before they become a threat? It's a pretty good freaking argument. It's a pretty good argument. But is it enough? But is it enough? Korea's strategy, therefore, is to remain in the shadows, progressing quietly without drawing attention. And Korea's potential is so immense that internally there's already Ji Young, Korea's current number one, who has the potential to become a top 10 in the world. I understand that this is only 0.00001 of individuals or countries could ever hope to achieve. How do you know that, Zayth? Zayth! That's mad speculation. Moreover, there might be around 10 individuals in Korea at the level of top 100. 10. And among them, more than 5 are already at the level of top 50. Imagine the shock if the world were to discover this. I like your argument that if they reveal their power, they basically expose themselves to outside threats. That in itself, bro, it basically makes your argument, you feel what I'm saying? But all the other stuff is meek. It's meek at best, bro. And yet, despite this hidden power, 2 of Korea's top 50 ranked individuals have been revealed because they were forced to fight. The leaders of major organizations who are also at this level have not been exposed simply because they haven't entered combat. But here's the danger. If other nations were to learn about these individuals, they would move to eliminate them before they grow stronger, especially Ji Young, a potential and future top. I mean, you're right. In a way, you want to extinguish the ambers before they become threats, right? And I like your idea a lot. I really do. But I want to see that come from the story. You see what I'm saying? I want to see it come from the story. Zayth, I want to see it come from the story. But why hasn't Korea been destroyed? Now that after the recent arc, the entire world knows about Korea's power, the answer is simple. There's no need to look further than the presence of Caden Break. I guess in a way, they've kind of explained that. Maybe that meeting that they had was kind of to highlight Zayth's point that, bro, we've been exposed. Not that it's not that they mentioned that directly in the argument or that board meeting, but it kind of goes along the lines of what Zayth is saying. You see what I'm saying? So even if they are exposed, they got Caden here and no one's going to actually come down here. Their goal may have been to just get into the top 10. That way people leave them alone off the rip. Do you see what I'm saying? So I've already asked. I said, where's Andre from? Which country is Andre from? Where's Frame? I mean, I said Flame in my last video and Zayth corrected me. But Zayth, you know I smoke weed. You know, stop it. But bro, look. Where's Frame from? Right? Where's Patrick from? Where's Gastella from? So I want to know where the other top 10s are from. And bro, please make the world top 10 that we haven't seen a black guy. Please. I'm going to do a cosplay if it's a black guy. Yo, copium. Yo, hopium. Hopium and copium, bro. Lots of it. Make him a black guy, please. And yet, despite this hidden power, oh no, hold on. But wasn't Korea the answer is simple. There's no need to look further. Okay, so the strongest awakened being in the world, as stated by Song-gik, this protector, even though it's not his official role, commands absolute respect. No one dares set foot in Korea because doing so would be signing their death warrant. Caden has defeated 2 top 10 ranker individuals, a monstrous feat that deters anyone from targeting South Korea. It's a really good, valid argument. It really is, because it ties it all in together. But again, I want to see it from the stories, Eighth. I do. Ranch house this weekend. Hey guys, could we grab 2 cases of dill dip this weekend? My parents are gonna... Oh, fuck me. I got no dip! Fuck! Yo, I'm so busy in production, I can't keep up, bro. And there's a delay. Canada Post had a strike, and it delayed some of the payments from my distributors and shit, so I didn't get any checks in the mail. So it's like, let me just keep enjoying the fucking webtoons, bro. Like, yo, this is why I read webtoons, bro. Bro, pain is the universal constant, so I'm gonna choose Zayth's rant for pain right now. And when I'm done, I'll get back to my work pain. You dig? Wait, what? So in conclusion, oh, here we go. In conclusion, without Kid in Korea, the country would already be in great danger. But thanks to their strategy of concealment and Caden's presence, Korea can continue to grow without being crushed by the major powers. And one day, when the time comes, their hidden power will erupt into the open. And at that point, no one will be able to stop them. I mean, I like these. These are fantastic statements. Just imagine, at the World Academy, there's the top 10 of the world. At the World Academy, there's the top 10s of the World Academy, that is the 10 best students. Do you remember? There was Jiwoo's friend, Arthur, the nice guy with blue, purple, black hair color. Yes, I do remember him. And also Duke. Yes, Duke was the bastard. The traitor, who's been defeated by Jiwoo at Frame. All those guys from the World Academy's top 10. And the 10 people came from different countries. Do you realize what that means? Only the child represented each country, while Korea literally has more than 6 people just as strong as them. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Zayth. Bro, that's some good fucking arguments. I like that a lot. Because basically, like, Korea had like 6 of them in their own rank. They had the Ice Girl. They got, obviously, Soobin, the Ice Girl, Jisuk. Bro, that's impressive as fuck. This speaks volumes about Korea's monstrous level. Korea has 4 individuals who are roughly at the same level as them. No, actually 5 if we count Woo In. Of course, because compared to Gang Seok Choi, Soobin, Jisuk, and Seshon Woo In is unaffiliated. But if we include him, that makes 5. And then we have Jiwoo in Korea, who is now the most powerful rookie in the world. Yo, let's fucking go. So 6 in a single country who are as powerful as the top 10 World Academy, or even more like Jiwoo and Gang Seok, while the other children, the 10 children in the World Academy, top 10, each come from different countries. Did I read that twice? Essentially, the top 10 students per country. This shows just how infinite Korea. Did I read that twice? Am I high? Once again, this isn't speculation, it's fact. You just need to read chapter 146 and chapter 148 to fully understand everything I just said. This was stated a long time ago. It's just that you forgot about it, that's all. Wow, that's fucking good, man. I like that a lot. So do you now understand why they didn't want to enter the global ranking? Entering the global ranking means proposing a match, which means opening up, exposing their true potential and power to the rest of the world. Do you get it now? The reason they weren't interested in it is simple. They were entirely focused on hiding their strength. It's the exact opposite of what they want to do. Getting into the global ranking means exposing yourself, becoming known to everyone by name. It's like becoming a star. Basically, You become a star when you enter the global rankings. Actually, that's very true because Subin knew who Blues was right away. Right away, right? So it makes a lot of sense. And that's not what Korea wants. Plain and simple. That's why they're not officially ranked. And everything I've said earlier makes perfect sense with what I'm saying now. The slightest show of strength, potential, or advantage to the rest of the world will immediately put you and your country in danger. So it's better to dissolve, to just kind of blend in with the crowd. Avoid attention, avoid action, and focus on your development, and that's of your country. That's it. Once again, this was already established. It's just something that most people have forgotten. Rereading Eleceed is important. And also, South Korea doesn't have a worry because of the presence of Kaden in their country. If that weren't the case, they wouldn't be they would be in danger. And Madlibs comes in there and says facts. So Zaith is a goddamn genius, and I appreciate Zaith, but let me just take all that in for a second. So Zaith is fucking genius with his explanation, and I always say I appreciate Zaith for like more than one reason. There's like 5 reasons I appreciate Zaith, because he recaps me on the story, he keeps me on my toes, and he gives me a hard time, right? So I'm just saying. So I appreciate that. No, that makes a lot of sense. It really does. But again, I want to see it and I want to hear it coming from the story. I don't want to hear a speculation explanation from Zaith. Even though it makes sense, I still want to hear it from the story because it just adds more weight to what you're saying. Because again, I like doing recalls when you're right. And if it's on the tip of my tongue, I'll recall it and give you credit because I appreciate the motherfucking theory crafting. It's important. Next comment is from Angus 7 days ago. Early on in the series, there was a talk about the World Ranking Organization. They would offer protection and benefits, but also had demands like countries sending them awakeners to support the global agenda. Really? That's a thing? That's a thing? The global agenda? Are you talking about like the global police? So they become like part of the global police kind of thing? We really haven't seen Eleceed on a global scale. We really haven't, right? We haven't. So until then, we're kind of operating out of Korea. It's on a small scale. So I want to see the world agenda. I want to see what that's all about. Because I think we slightly saw it with the Forced Awakeners Association, but I want to know what that's all about. The Korean country thought the demands were too high for them, so they decided to hide their talents to avoid the demands. So basically, Angus Blur is giving us a different take on Zaith's explanation. Even though Zaith's explanation has a lot of merit and a lot of sense, but Angus is coming in there with a different take as to the actual reason why they said no to getting into the global rankings. Because they don't want to use their own men to support the global agenda. Interesting. Very fucking interesting. The Korean country thought the demand were too high. Okay, so that's why I said in previous comment that Korea was only said to be a backwater country until after we joined the story, and I misspoke in a comment when I said there's no world list. And I'm sure you are correct. There is one, but I think it's plugged with political power families and others that claim spots for prestige for their name, not by power alone. Yo, so again, Angus Blur. Angus, god damn it, man. I really appreciate you too, bro. Angus comes in there with a different take. It's not far-fetched to think that there's niggas in the world that aren't powerful at all. But because they got so much prestige and financial, right? Because this idea has already been brought up in the past, where I think even Blues says that. Blues mentions how Lady Gastel doesn't actually have influence like some of the other top tens have, right? So now it brings up another idea. Is there other people, other factions that run the world aside from the top tens, like monarchs, for example, or powerful leaders? Because is it only the top tens that run the world? Because what Angus is saying here actually has a pretty good, it has a good point. Because you can have so much prestige that people leave you alone on prestige alone, right? So it's a pretty good take. It's a pretty good take. This is what we saw in the World Awakener School when all the kids that Jiwoo whooped got punished by their families for not living up to their name. Not saying the families are weak, but they might not be the strongest fighters. After these fights, we saw the World Organization giving some heat to Korea for hiding such talent. And it was after this part that Korea registered with them and Nuna was reorganized. The story has had a really short in-world time, so I'm guessing from next year they will need to send gifted students to the organization and pay up now that they are part of it. Wow, yo. Angus, bro, I really like your take, man. It's such a different take from Zaith's. It's crazy, and that's what I like about it. They're both right, but they're just different takes, right? So these are the situations where Zaith is gonna use the story to back up his claims, but you can't forget to be open-minded when it comes to just theory crafting. You feel what I'm saying? Caden is an example of someone who does not care for political position and did not fight for the global organization or any specific country. He was causing way too much trouble to be ignored, but he did not get the recognition he deserved. Pre-start of the story, Caden was only a troublemaker that was not worthy of the top 10, but we've seen many times that they have just been avoiding him all the time because he was worthy. That's some good shit. That's some good shit. I mean, Caden went out of his way to try to get their attention. Again, the way Caden did it makes it seem like... I mean, we know Caden just wanted to fight strong people. But my question still stands. Is it the top 10 that run the world, or is there other leaders that aren't powerful at all but got prestige and they're also able to hold power? Because who is that nigga that runs the Forced Awakeners Association? He's clearly not part of the top 10. He's not. But he's got prestige, right? So there's a lot. So I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking that a lot. I bet that there are more fighters who don't want anything to do with politics. They just want to fight. I just finished saying that. That's true. Those will probably be hidden from world lists because they are acting as a country's hidden ace. Oh, shit. So this goes along the facts, so the lines that I said. It can't just be the world top 10 running the world. There's clearly other people, like potentially other Cadens that are hidden in other countries, but they're not part of the world rankings. Bro, that's some good shit. I'm still on the opposition that there are more forces that has yet to show their faces. You're on the opposition of that. Interesting. Like the top 10 of the organization Jiwoo's mom worked for. Okay, I'm still of the opinion. Oh, here we go. Opinion. There are more forces that are yet to show their faces. I agree. I just finished saying that. Like the top 10 of the organization Jiwoo's mom works for, and probably a counter organization that fights them. Also, I don't think Kaden is the only one that is hunting the top 10s, but we haven't seen any of that. Holy shit, Angus, my G Angus, let me think. The story has been Kaden heavy, Kaden focused, very Kaden top heavy, right? So expanding on this level of power scale to other people that are not part of the top 10 would feel kind of out of pocket. It really would. It kind of would, right? So that's the reason why Kaden seems to be so special. But I want to see it. Hopium, right? I want to see other people on Kaden's level that are just doing their own thing in the world. Like, bro, that would be amazing. I don't think we will ever get to see many of these characters, as I don't think the series will flesh out this world to that degree. I want to agree with you, but the story is just getting started. You can argue the story has so much more to give that there could be other things fleshed out in the future. So never say never. All the top 10s say that they can take over nations, but we just had 3 of them in Korea and they had to run. Oh shit. So I'm guessing that's just empty bragging, and they would not actually do it in fear of getting hurt, so someone else can hunt them down. Actually, this point has already been stated in the past by a lot of people. Supri, even Zaith has said this. It's already been said in the story. That's the reason why the top 10s don't fight each other. It's because there's just so much to risk. You see what I mean? And Kaden hunting them down is new. That's the reason why it's an issue. You see what I mean? To take One Piece as an example, oh, here we go. We had the admirals, the Yonko and the warlords as peak powerhouses. Then during the time skip, we needed new admirals. So there was a world military draft, and they found Green Bull and Fujitora from random places in the world that we had no idea of. But both of them would easily be top 50 in the verse pre-time skip. Okay, so anytime that song comes on, we just have to bump it. But the truth is, Pluton came out of nowhere, right? Pluton is actually someone that you can argue is basically already like that. He came out of nowhere. He's not part of the top 10, but he's compared to be on Caden's level, and he's also showing that, right? So you're not wrong in thinking and theorizing that there could be other niggas in the story that are like that. But are we gonna flesh them out? Do we care about them? Well, yes and no, right? Because in one line you got the top 10s and how they've been running the world so far. But again, in your earlier statements, there could be other aces in countries, right? So it would be dope because Green Bull and Fujitora were aces in countries because, bro, they basically were part of like military in their country. And so when the draft happened, they got drafted to admiral level immediately. So I see what you mean by other aces existing, because it's definitely has, because every country has an ace. Even in One Piece, every country has an ace. Like Don Chinzhao, he's an ace in his country. You got fucking Loki, he's an ace in his country, right? So it's not far-fetched, but we want to see it fleshed out in Eleceed. So that'd be cool to see. You're saying that we should not take the story too literally, but when someone says, I can't believe a person who is not even on the top 100 ranking can do spatial separation, and then that is, and then that is confirmation that everyone who does it is, oh, when you say that, every named attack is the same power, but when they say, I will use my last strength, and their named attack with a double damage output, very common in manga. I'm not a power scaler, but I can't really wrap my head around these things, but I do enjoy the comments. Going wild. Thanks for hosting these YFC YouTube fight comment events. Oh my God. What have I done? I'm hosting YouTube fight comments events? I didn't even know that was a thing, but let me wrap my head around that. I'm not a power scaler either, but I do watch a lot of power scaling videos, from King of Lightning to fucking Morge to motherfucking, bro. I follow a lot of manga power scalers. JD Legend. Like, bro, there's right? And obviously power scaling becomes part of who we are as reviewers and content creators, right? It just, you got to power scale. The reason why it's skewed is because niggas don't understand the intent behind these attacks, right? In manga and shonen, when you're about to die, I can argue, yeah, you're probably delivering double damage output, but that's obviously still just speculation, because named attacks are always delivered on the same power, on the same scale. If you have a named, you see what I'm saying? So the argument that using spatial distortion immediately puts you in the top one, right? These are things that also happen in shonen, and that's the reason why you get breadcrumbs. We had this conversation in the last discussion where in a story, you're gonna get breadcrumbs, and it's your job, Zaith, right? That's why I appreciate him. He picks up all these fucking breadcrumbs throughout the story, and he fucking makes a loaf of bread, and he serves the loaf of bread in the comment section. And that's the reason why you got the YFC going on in the fucking comments, right? Jesus Christ. Right? So, at the end of the day, you need to understand how attacks work in shonen. You need to understand what they're talking about, but this is Eleceed. So, we have to use the same principles as power scale in other shows, right? So, it's not any different. So, if you see a named attack, you just have to assume it's delivered at max power. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. And there are cases where some people can learn shit that's beyond their ranking. Does that mean that they're immediately put in that power system, power ranking? No. Right? No. For example, Pluton has the ability to compete with top 10 people. Is he a top 10? No. Can he be a top 10? Maybe. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you put it like that, in Yuke using spatial isolation and immediately being considered a top 100 makes sense, because at that level you can compare him to a top 100, because only top 100 use spatial isolation. Do you see what I'm saying? Understanding how a shonen works is a big part of reading a shonen. So, oh shit, Zaith is laughing at this long ass comment. That's hilarious. Shout out Angus for coming out. I appreciate you. I really do. So, next comment. Zaith. This is from Eleceed discussion part 9. Let me be clear. Oh boy. Anytime you see that, we're in for a cooking. There's no hate, oh shit, towards anyone in the community. I was just so overwhelmed. It was just so overwhelming for me that my little outburst was totally justified. But otherwise, I love everyone in the community. I think it's great that everyone has their own opinion. Just don't go too far with the wild takes, because you know me, right? If someone randomly comes out of nowhere and says a top 100 can literally low diff a top 10, you can understand my reaction. But Zaith, you can't react on everything, right? You're enlightened, right, Zaith? You already know that they're talking out their ass at that point. Don't react, right, Zaith? Right? But in this case, it was just a lack of information. So it wasn't that serious in the end. If I offend anyone, I apologize. Love you, Sunday. Sunday, yes, it was you against Sunday. Heart, smile. Thanks to people like you, I can work on improving my arguments, which is absolutely beneficial. So you bring me nothing but positivity. And Terina follows up. You good, bro? They just don't get into it like you or Dreads or I. We are invested in this story. I reread Eleceed start to finish monthly. Oh shit. Just about there's so much people miss and forget. Bro, it's no biggie. You are completely justified. So Terina is backing up Zaith. Obviously, Zaith is not meaning any hate, because Zaith was passionate, bro. Like, on that discussion, what was it, part 8 or part 9? Bro, Zaith was very passionate, because Sunday came out, and Sunday had different takes, and we appreciate different takes. We really do. So we're just trying to keep it love. You feel me? And I subscribed to you, Zaith. You all right? I felt your frustration, bro. Yo, that's funny. Terina's hilarious. Okay, so next comment. Terina. Holy shit. All these next comments are from Eleceed entering the top 100. Yo, entering the top 100 had a lot of comments. Okay, so the first one is from Terina. OG God, Jiwoo is a top 50 for real. His force control is unmatched. Almost why Caden took him under. His wing was because he had some power and similar force control. Then saw him gain many others over him. The power from the old man, Curtin, and soon Pluton. He got win after win and really hasn't lost. Other than earlier in the story to that one friend of his. But he got him beat now, for real. Daddy K and Jiwoo for the win, bro. Dreads, love, win, bro. Love your Dreads. And would like to see the PowerPoint. So shout out Terina for coming out. Obviously Terina has a lot of spelling mistakes, but I get what he's saying. We're gonna get to the PowerPoint, but like I said, this is gonna take 2 videos. Just the comments of, they're gonna take 2 videos, and then there'll be the PowerPoint, which will be the 3rd video. So I'm gonna be really busy this week, but I'm gonna deliver. I really will deliver. So just wait. Just beyond the tarot. Just wait. Top 50 is too much glaze. Let's chill, okay, Terina? Jiwoo is working on it. He's fighting with the top 50, which is amazing, right? So I want to see Jiwoo master all the force controls that he got. I would love to see a time skip. Like, I know, Mad Libs, we want to see a time skip. Like, please, right? But, and like, real-time training is good too. You feel me? It's good too. So you can't hate on it. It's good too. Oh shit, next comment. Mad Libs. Kid and Riz on another level. Bro, real talk. Yo, Kid and Riz, too much. This is the first time in my reading Webtoon that someone is rizzing in their animal form. Specifically how Gastella blushes from the fat pig cat. Bro, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Yo, my voice, bro. I'm losing my voice, bro. Mad Lips again. Gastel is finally an official member of Jiwoo's house, along with Kaden, Kurt, and Pluton, and Blues. And also, May would become a member of Jiwoo's house. That's dope. And in the future, Gastella might teach Jiwoo her force control so he could have an ability of agility along with his speed, self-healing, and endurance. Okay, that's too much. Mad Lips. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Yes, Gastella is now part of the crew because Kaden told her she could show up at any time. She could just be here anytime, right? So, Kaden rizzed the hell out of her, so it's good to see. But I don't want to see Gastella train Jiwoo force control. That's dumb. That's so dumb. Instead, I want to see May fight against Jiwoo. And I want to see Jiwoo overpower May and officially be in like the top 50. Do you see what I'm saying? Officially. What that means is he does so good against May and May is in the top 50 with Blues in them. You see what I'm saying? Bro, that would be amazing. I'd love to see that. Next comment. Mad Lips. 1949. May and Blues are her subordinates, not disciples. Besides, they are within the top 50, which is very early for Jiwoo to keep up with them. Oh shit. Just like before how Blues just tanked Jiwoo's 2 intent attacks without moving. Yeah, you're right. Jiwoo's not ready. But Kaden said something pretty interesting in the last chapter. He said to Gastella, he says, how fast do you think that wound from back then would heal? So back then, implying that there's been a time skip. So I'm like, how much time has passed since the fight with Andre? And how much time has Jiwoo been training with Pluton? Because hypothetically speaking, if there's been like a 6-month time skip and Jiwoo has been training with Pluton for 6 months, is it possible for him to get some sort of Zenkai to get into the top 50? And if he fought May or Blues, he would do a lot better, right? So the hopium is there, but there needs to be a bit more context from the story, because we do need some sort of context. How much time has it been? So we need that. Mad Lips again. 1955. Your eyes are memorized within the center or button of Gastella's Bro, I was trapped, bro. Yo, she trapped me, bro. Completely mesmerized. Hey, it's not my fault. It ain't my fault. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Oh, it ain't my fault. Bro, yo, I'm gonna grab the guitar and I might just play a tune. I might just play a tune for Gastella, bro. By the way. Oh shit. I'm fucking up. I'll chill. If I start playing the guitar, it's too much. Maybe one day I'll get so hype, I'll play the guitar on stream, bro. It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype as fuck. Zake, 5 days ago, edited. Oh, it's a long one, but it's not that long. I've seen longer. But wait, I don't get how you're disappointed, huh? Once again, you've smoked too much weed. What do you mean? Whoa, what did I do? What do you mean? I don't get why you're disappointed. Smoke too much weed. Zaith, what do you mean? What did I do, nigga? Damn. Let me remind you of something. Gastella has Blues and May under her command. Blues is a subordinate of a top 10, so that makes him a subordinate of Gastella. Did you notice that Blues is a top 50 who's incredibly strong? The top 50 is just way too far. Way too far. And now you're telling me you're disappointed that Jiwoo couldn't fight May? You're right. You're right. Because Madlips also said the same thing. He's like, bro, May is just too much for Jiwoo. Jiwoo is just gonna like Jiwoo like he got low diffed by Blues, right? So maybe you're right. Maybe in the future, Zaith? Right? Maybe in the future, right? Please, Zaith. Come on, man. I was getting too excited. I did smoke too much weed, Zaith. Come on, man. Let me tell you something. It's a good thing he didn't. Otherwise, he'd have ended up as a chicken nugget. Are you crazy or what? May's the right hand of a top 10 dead and not a disciple. Oh, I guess Madlips also said the same thing. Madlips also said the same thing. They're subordinates, not disciples. I told you, May isn't a disciple, and Gastel doesn't have a disciple or a successor. May is Gastella's right hand. That means she's stronger than Blues. Woo! So if she had fought Jiwoo, the fight wouldn't have even lasted a second. I know from the start that May wasn't Gastella's disciple and that she was her right hand, so I was right. I burst out laughing. So honestly, that's when I thought, man, this guy needs to stop smoking weed. It's not possible. Like when Jiwoo said, what about Gastella's successor? You immediately said May. Oh, that's true. Otherwise, he would have said May. You're right. But did you not remember that May is the top 50 and that she's stronger than Blues? She's Gastella's right hand and the top 50. How could you think Jiwoo would fight her at that level? And would be negative, man. Like, didn't you stop to think? Wait a second. He can't even face Blues. Blues is way out of his league. Honestly, I did get too excited because I smoked too much weed. Yo, stop it, Zaith. So how could you think he could take on May? Who's stronger? Who's stronger than Blues? Dude, you really need to stop smoking because you're killing me here. And you said you thought May was Gastella's disciple, but you've already talked about this. I told you thousands of times. May's Gastella's right hand, and that she's a top 50, and that if a top 10 has a disciple, they'd be in the top 100. But Gastella doesn't have anyone in her organization who is in the top 100. So she doesn't have a disciple. All she has are 2 top 50 members. One being her right hand, May, and the other being her subordinate, Blues. Once again, you forgot. Well, Zaith, that's why I appreciate you. That's why I appreciate you coming out to the videos, because you help me remember the small details, because I smoke a lot of weed, right, Zaith? But it makes sense. I just got too excited because, bro, please. I still feel like May is probably going to come back. We're saving May for something. We're saving her for something. And I want to know what it is. I ain't bullshitting. Next up, Madlips. 26. That time Caden talking to Gastella is the time when he got injured from the last arc. He said clearly he wouldn't recover that fast for the time being. Oh, that's what you think? So he's not talking about Andre's? Oh, no way. That's contradicting. Listen to what you're saying, bro. I know I smoke a lot of weed, but Madlips, listen. When Caden was fighting against Andre, Myro, and Greg, Curtin said that he had fully recovered. Remember that shit? Remember that? And remember how I said it would be shitty if Caden comes back in there and says, I'm not 100%? That's what you're saying. You see what I mean? But I don't think he's implying that the injury he sustained at the beginning of the series is still not healed. I think he's talking about the Andre injury. So that's the reason why there needs to be better context in that situation. So if it's Andre's injury, then there's clearly a lot of time that's passed since their fight. But if it's the beginning of the series, then it's a retcon to what Curtin said and what he himself said. when he was fighting Andre and motherfucking Greg and Myro. Do you see what I'm saying? So I talked really slow just so you can understand what I'm saying. So nah. Next up, Zaith. You know, there's something now that also cracked me up. You remember back in the day, in the early chapters, I always heard Curtin bickering with Caden, like the two of them couldn't stand each other. They were always fighting, and now, haven't you noticed? It's like Pluton has taken Caden's place. Now it's Curtin who's bickering with Pluton. I don't know if you caught that. Like, Pluton has the same mentality as Caden. Basically, they're the same person, combat addicts. But now, Pluton has taken Caden's spot, and now it's Curtin who can't stand Pluton because he's always obsessed with fighting, just like Caden. And so, they're influencing Jiwoo too, making him a combat addict as well. Now, poor Curtin has to deal with 3 guys who are addicted to fighting, which is the complete opposite of him. It's driving him crazy. Poor guy. Madlips adds on to this. Curtin cat form wouldn't change forever because of strength. Curtin cat form wouldn't change forever because of stress and anxiety. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. But yes, now that you mention it, I do see it. So it's fucking hilarious. It's really good comedy, and I love to see it because it's obviously exciting. It actually emphasizes. Caden's character a bit more, because we already know Caden's battle addict. So when we see people like Pluton encouraging that, Caden's obviously gonna smile. Is gonna, right? So for us, it's just good build up. So I like to see it too. It's good shit. It's really good shit. Zaith, bro, Gastella really needs to stay because this is getting insane. Needs to stay because this is getting insane. What do you mean? Plus, at the end of the chapter, she didn't just disappear, meaning she's still there in the next chapter. Maybe she'll even start blushing. Like right now, you know, we've hit a new milestone in the romantic development between Caden and Gastella. Remember how it used to be before this chapter? It was always Gastella showing up. She's clearly in love, but hiding it like crazy. They'd bicker, you know, Caden saying stuff like, "What are you doing here? Get lost." And Gastella, instead of revealing her feelings, would be like, I do what I want, okay? If you don't like it, too bad. I just bit my tongue. This is the first time, though, that Caden has showed positive affirmation towards Gastella. So you're right. It's basically going on to chapter 2, right? Because now in chapter 2, there's going to be a lot more of the acknowledgement from Gastella, but I don't think the acknowledgement is going to be directed to Caden right away, because don't forget, this should remind you of Boa Hancock, right, in One Piece, and her relationship towards Luffy, right? In chapter 1, it was, fuck this kid, I'm gonna kill him, and she's kicking puppies, right? In chapter 2, it's, I want to suck this man's D, right? Because he's Monkey D, right? And now chapter 3 is love sickness, because you already know Boa Hancock's about to get love sickness, and she's gonna leave to go find Luffy. And that's obviously gonna be how the story ends, and Luffy probably has a son that ends up leading the future generations. So you can kind of see how that pans out. You really do. Because Luffy right now is young, and he's an idiot. So I feel like in the future, there's gonna be a One Piece time skip. And we're not talking about One Piece right now, but I just needed to kind of, you know, connect the two. And if you know, you know. But now we've reached a whole new stage, the acceptance phase, right? So Zaith kind of gets what's going on. Caden allowed her to stay. He even said, "Come whenever you want." I was shocked, man. Even she was speechless. She didn't know what to say. Right now, in her head and heart, things must be going 1,000 miles an hour. 1,000 miles an hour, bro. Caden has in a way opened his heart to her. And now this is where the romance can step in a new phase. Bro, Zaith really wants to see the romance. The author nailed it. Gastella has been around for what, 31 chapters. It feels like a lot, but at the same time, it's not that much. When you think about it, things are progressing slowly but surely. So if she stays with the crew, it'd be perfect. Wix adds on to Zaith's comments. Those two would make the strongest power couple in manhwa. God damn. Yo, Wix wants to see this shit too. Glad to see Caden open up and welcome her company. Yes. Yes, I'm happy to see that also. Because it's good for the story. You feel what I'm saying? It's good for the story. It removes Gastella as an enemy. It makes it more, right? So, because obviously we still want to see a potential Gastella animal transformation because she needs to hide. She needs to hide. She just needs to hide. You see what I'm saying? So, we'll see. And I feel like because we're getting a whole bunch of top 10s in Korea, we're never going to flush out the rest of the world. We're just never going to do that. You see what I mean? Maybe. Zaith again, bro, even in this chapter, did you see it with your own eyes? Did you see it? That's how, that has to be teleportation. And now you're going to tell me it's not teleportation? Come on. Everyone who thinks otherwise needs to get checked. Okay, Zaith, you win. It's teleportation. Okay? It's teleportation. Please, we get it. But seeing it in... One of my biggest pet peeves about abilities is how they just kept... They just get kept secret. Like, what's Greg's actual ability? Is it magma? Is it volcano? Or is it just fire? Right? So, explanations, please. Explanations, please. There's about 10 minutes left on this video. So... 14 minutes left on this video, so not a lot of time. I'm gonna go through these comments. Next up, Zaith. Told you guys, Ian Patrick is far below the top 100. Oh, shit. Yeah, but he's also already closer to the world's... But yeah, he's also already closer to the top. So, Madlips says because he's close to the top 100, Jiwoo is basically close to that. He's basically, Jiwoo could possibly be already in the top 100. Bro. Bro. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna wear the hat for the rest of the stream just because, yo, top 100, right? Yo, the rest of the stream is just be me like this. Yo, shit, Wix. Royce, the Caden fanboy, who is Schroeder's apprentice, or Jurion Patrick, who is Vermonte's strongest grandson, should be the first. Oh, shit, you think so? I think next chapter will be the reaction from all the top 10s and their students since Jiwoo is sending them all challenges. Yes! Yes! W. Riz Caden. Told shortly that she can come whenever she wants. Bro, she can come whenever she wants. Let's go. Yo, Madlips, we're trapped, bro. Yo, Madlips, we're trapped, bro. Also, for the question you had at the end of this video, Pluton and Curtin taught him the basic of their force control, but they said depending on Jiwoo, it will grow to something much more if he's good enough to perfect it, which is why in chapter 285, Pluton brings up the question, aren't you curious to see how far this boy, who has all of our powers, will go with them? What? Jiwoo is just getting better with their force controls and is developing it more into something stronger. Yo! Let's go! Yo, Wix is getting me too hyped. Yo, Wix, ease up, bro. If you get me too hyped, nigga, hey, it's over, bro. It's over. Yo, shout out Wix for coming out. Next up, Mad Lips. 325. Jiwoo would definitely surpass Ji Young in the future, and even Kaden would be inferior to him in the future. Let's go. Bro, you guys are getting me way too hype. Yo, let me just, okay? Let me just, please. Mad Lips adds on, he says, there's at least 2-year gap of age between Jiwoo and Ji Young. 2 years. Yo, the years don't matter, bro. Just the size, right? Just the size, bro. The years don't matter. Just the size. Yo, big Drake energy. Let's go. Mad Lips again. 427. Pluton just casually punches Jiwoo with hands and never going all out. Otherwise, Jiwoo would be cooked considering the oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. He didn't punch him for real. He just punched him a bit harder, right? Because obviously, Mad Lips is like, bro, you smoke too much weed, bro. How can you not tell the power gap between motherfucking the top 50 and the top 100? Are you high? But I see what you're saying. Curtin, Mad Lips again. Curtin, as always, stressed every chapter whenever Jiwoo was acting more and more like Kaden. And also, now that Jiwoo had the Pluton encouragement, Curtin didn't know what to do because himself is always doesn't like about fighting. Because he himself doesn't like fighting. Gotcha. Mad Lips again, 550. Yeah, I was the last time I said that even if the author didn't give us a time skip, at least we're able to see his strength grow in each chapter. Yes, it was you, Mad Lips. You're the one that said, even if we don't get the time skip, at least we're getting to see the actual power up in real time, which is good too. Mad Lips again. Bro, you already have a new wagon. Like, Jiwoo Glaze is coming soon. You already know the wagon has already started, bro. Let's go. Yo, don't fuck with this shit. Yo, we're here. We're here to stay. Mad Lips again, 854. When Jiwoo sitting cross-legged, he's doing curtain force control to heal his broken arm. Yes, he was. Mad Lips again, 918. Kaden is hilarious, just licking his balls down there. Also, by the way, since Eleceed 324 last time we didn't see Jiwoo's cats after what happened in chapter 323. Also, Blues. Like, where is Blues? Those are good questions. Those are really good questions. Yo, Zaith adds on to that comment by Mad Lips. He says, where is Blues? Where is Blues? And Mad Lips responds, I don't know. Maybe we would not see them from the incoming chapters next week and so on. Is it possible that Blues just went back to Lady Gastel? Because again, there has to have been some time that's passed. There has to have been some time that's passed between the fight with Andre and Kaden and them. This is, oh shit, Daniel Aguirre. Yo, shout out Daniel. I love that we have top 10 ally, Mama Gastella. Hoping to see more of her. So cute, Kaden and Gastella. So shout out Daniel for coming out. Yes, it was extremely cute. Or maybe it's Danielle, right? Because obviously my name is Monoid Daniel. Moi aussi, on m'appelle Daniel, right? So, on m'appelle Daniel because I'm French, right? So, it's fine. You're funny, man. Same reaction. And I'm so fucking excited for Jiwoo! Let's fucking go. Yo, Daniel is also excited. Shout out Daniel. Because we're both excited. We're both Daniels. We're very excited. Let's go. I bet the next time Mommy G comes back, she will be some cute silver cat. Yo, Sugary Fig. Yo, shout out Sugary Fig. I want her to be a bird. Okay? I want her to be a bird. I'm going to respond to this. Nah, yo. A bird, bro. Let's go. Yo. Oh, that's funny. I usually don't even respond to comments, but bro, you gotta do all of it. You just gotta do it all. Yo, LB, shout out LB, bro. LB's here. As much as I don't like that Gastella was essentially being force-fed to us by the author with her insensate random pop-ins, the interaction with Caden is admittedly cute and very sweet. Shout out LB. Yes, the author did force feed Gastella to us, but there has to be a better reason. Because, bro, I thought Gastella was supposed to fight one of the top 10s that showed up, right? Like, what the fuck was the point of Greg and Myro being here? Like, dumb. It was such a missed opportunity, right? So, I really hope we get to see more of what she could do in the future. I really hope so. Ah, shit. How much time do I have? 5 minutes. Mad Libs. It's mostly Jiwoo announcing that he will challenge his successor of the top 10 rankers. Following Kane's example, Curtin and Gastella warned Jiwoo that nobody has done that before. Ian was the weakest. While the rest are top 100 rankers, Jiwoo doesn't care and wants to show his strength. In other words, he wants to become a top 100 ranker. You goddamn right. He wants to be stronger than top 100, bro. Jiwoo top 50. Let's go. Gastella does admit that she visits Jiwoo house often to check up on Caden's injuries. Caden is totally cool with it since it's better than Gastella being cooped up in her lair. That was just Riz, bro. That was just Riz. That was just Riz. I love how nobody even considered Duke an actual top 10 disciple. He's so much weaker. He doesn't even count. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Wait, wasn't Duke technically the disciple of Andre? Right? Technically? Bro, there's not a lot of time left, and there's still a lot of comments. There's not a lot of time left, but there's still a lot of comments. So, I'll make these last two comments my last two. Mad Libs. Curtin has always stressed out every chapter whenever Jiwoo was acting more and more like Caden. And also, now that Jiwoo had the Pluton encouragement, I think I've already read that one. I'm really curious about the challenge letters Pluton mentioned. I hope those letters will be well phrased and won't read like a love letter like the ones Caden. Yeah, so I thought the same thing, Mad Libs. So hopefully, bro, it'll be hilarious. Jiwoo sending love letters to all the top 10 disciples will surely make a name in the whole awakened world in a very twisted way. That's fucking hilarious. Hold on, Mad Libs. Gastella equals no hair / disciple equals Gastella teaching Jiwoo. Please, no more. Caden and Gastella will make an heir for Jiwoo to fight. Oh my God, man. Fucking bastard. Caden's a lucky bastard, but I'm just joking. Mad Libs again. Caden not realizing he helped people like Curtin and Gastella who give up on how cruel awakened world to once again leave their basement and go out and see the world again in a different way. Yes, that's very true, because you saw it even with Pluton. Pluton's here, Gastella's here. They're all just trying to live freely, and Caden is really embodying that, so it's good to see. It's kind of a bummer. Mad Libs again. He's already way beyond his friends. I know they're doing some sort of training now, but I thought at this rate, they will never come back and be relevant in the story. Oh, shit. Fuck, you're right. But Ji-Suk and Jiwoo have to fight, because that's been foreshadowed for a really long time. And I think it's just going to be to highlight how strong Jiwoo is compared to his brother, because, you know, Ji-Suk is probably the strongest in the country, right? Ji-Suk is. So maybe Choi was? I don't know. Who's stronger between Ji-Suk and Choi? I don't know. But I'd like to see a rematch between Jiwoo and Ji-Suk. And obviously we know they're never going to be as powerful as Jiwoo, because Jiwoo's got He's got the training from Kaden and Pluton and Curtin. He's got the force control, right? So it's kind of sad, I agree, but we don't care. We don't care about them. We care about Jiwoo. So just like we didn't care about anybody but Kaden, right now we don't care about anybody but Jiwoo. So it's fine. Oh shit, no, I have to end it there. I have to end it there. I have to end it there. Okay. So I'm gonna end the video there, but I appreciate you guys for coming out to the video. Madlib, Zaith, all the guys, LB, motherfucking Terna, you know, Daniel also came out. I'll do part 2, actually the next part to this, and then it'll obviously be a PowerPoint not long after. So I will do this one in the morning because my day is done. I got Taekwondo in about an hour. So I gotta pick up my daughter, you know, dad mode. I gotta kick in dad mode. So I appreciate you guys. I'll see you for the next Eleceed discussion or live reaction one time.